Hello there and welcome back to the BOSStimator. Ryan Frick here again, your personal trainer. Let's get right into it. This is tutorial 111 and it's going to show you how to get to all your active estimates quickly. On the previous tutorials we showed you how to set up your company, how to set up your clients for the company, how to set up the projects for the clients, and how to add your estimates for that project. But let me show you a quick way, and if you want to get there you can go through that same method. So you want to go to Main Clients. And let's say we wanted to see the boss. We're going to go to that one. We want to see that client's projects, and we wanted to go to that bathroom remodel, and then we wanted to go to that project's estimates, and then you have two estimates, one active and one inactive, and then you just collect on the individual estimate you want to go to, and that's how you get there. That works every time flawlessly. There won't be any issues if that's how you want to do it and you're comfortable with doing it. Not a big deal. Most estimators though would prefer just to directly get to that estimate without having to go through that basically four-step process. So I'm going to close you down and get you back to the main screen again, and I'm going to show you a quick way of getting there, and the best way to do it, let's go over to Estimating. And when you open up Estimating, you're going to see a whole bunch of tabs up here. One of the very first tabs that you see is Active Estimates. This shows you a complete list of all the estimates that are active that you're currently working on. When you deactivate it, it will not show up here. So it's important to know that if you don't see something here, it's because it's deactivated. So let's go to, let's say we wanted to see this bathroom estimate for Jack Boss. All you have to do is click on the estimate ID. It will open up the client, the project, and the estimate for Jack Boss, his bathroom scope reduction. Hey, there's no estimate here. Where's it at? Well, if you recall, I'm going to go ahead and close this screen. On the last tutorial about the projects, when we created that estimate, that was the estimate that we created. And you can see that it's active, and this is what we did. But hey, this is the estimate that should still be active, but it's not activated. So I'm going to click on it, and what it's going to say is that, hey, you're about to activate this estimate again. And the reason it's giving you a warning is that when you deactivate the estimate, what the program does is says, okay, if there's a material price increase or a labor increase for wages or equipment surplus charges or anything like that, I don't want that estimate to ever change no matter what changes in the environment around it, since everything is linked together. So by deactivating it, nothing will ever change that estimate. So it's good today. You can come back 10 years from now and look at it. It's going to be the same price then. So that way that's what the purpose of deactivating an estimate. But this is saying I clicked on it. It says, hey, you're now about ready to activate it again. So by doing so, you're basically taking on the responsibility that if there's material changes and you do updates and you check for material pricing updates, everything in that estimate is going to change. So it kind of gives you a warning. Maybe a better way of doing it, if you're going to want to make changes to it, is duplicating it and setting that one as active. But I'm just going to go ahead and activate it for now for purposes of this demonstration. I'm going to press OK, and it shows you here that it's actually been reactivated. So that's the status of this estimate. And let's go back now. Let's close this back down and come back to the defaults and estimating screen. And now if I press F5, F5 is always refresh. You'll see that I just added another active estimate, and you'll notice that that one is called, where did we put it at? The bathroom estimate, which wasn't, and it says the status has now been reactivated. The estimate date was originally on 3/29, so it's still an active estimate now. Now we can just go over, select that estimate's ID, and that will pull up the client, project, and estimate again for that estimate, and then you can see there's all the detail behind it. We'll get into more detail later on how this is set up and what happens and how everything is tied together in future details, but that was a quick show of how to get to your estimates quickly. And if this isn't the right one, you can go back and manually go through each one of the project estimates and find the one that you wanted to. But that's how you get to an estimate quick. Take a look at the rest of the things on the BOSStimator, and when you have a question, call the boss.